Hello guys. So, as usual, this is another inspiratorial. I know you guys are getting used to this. Every one of my makeup tutorials is going to be an inspiratorial. If you're new, hi, welcome. My makeup tutorials are inspirational tutorials, so you're not missing any part of the makeup. I'm going to be putting everything I use on the screen, but it's going to be inspirational. So, let's jump into today's topic. So today I'm going to be talking about self-love. And the truth about it is, self-love is the kind of thing that people don't really talk about. They talk about love, the love you have for your parents, the love you have for your friends. They talk about loving animals, the kind of animals that are running around like crocodiles, alligator, all of those things. Then they talk about loving things like, oh, I love social media. Oh my God, I love this. I love that. But self-love is something that people don't really talk about. And the truth about self-love is it is something that you need to talk about self-love, because self-love comes from within. It's something that no matter what anybody outside tells you, if you don't love yourself and if you don't love who you are or who you're becoming, at the end of the day, what tends to happen is somebody can tell you from now to tomorrow that you're a beautiful person, you're a beautiful soul. But if you don't believe it by yourself, then you don't really love yourself and you don't love who you are. Yo! Wait, hold up. I think Baltimore is mad, eh? It just started snowing. Yo! What? I'm confused. I'm actually confused. Like, I wish I could show you guys how bad it started snowing. Like, it seriously started like a storm. Did it even call for snow? You guys, I'm confused. This is the most randomest day ever. Anyway, let's continue. As I was saying, after that brief pause, there's a lot of people out there now that are all about pleasing people and, making other people happy and not realizing that themselves aren't happy and they are not giving themselves the nurturance that they're giving other people. You're out there going out with your friends, having fun with them, making sure they're nurtured, making sure they're well, and not realizing that at the expense of your own happiness. Like today, I challenge you, go out there and love yourself. Like, take some time out, light some candles, treat yourself, drink some tea, really bathe, and just think about what makes you awesome. I know a lot of times in our world today, there are people that on social media that we look up to and we're just like, oh man, I wish I could be them. I wish I could look like them. I wish I could act like them. But at the end of the day, you need to understand that no matter how fat you are, no matter how skinny you are, no matter how dark you are, no matter how light you are, the truth about it is you have to love yourself, because at the end of the day, there is nothing you can do to change it. People think plastic surgery and all these things will be able to change, even makeup. You think that makeup will change who you are. At the end of the day, it doesn't. If you don't love yourself and you don't love who you truly are, nothing is going to be able to change that. The only person who can change that, how you perceive yourself and all those things, is you. So really take some time out to make sure you are loving yourself. You want to move forward in life, and you have to make sure you set boundaries. Like, if it's setting boundaries from your friends, if it's setting boundaries with your family, anything that hurts you or harms you is honestly something you have to really stay away from. You also have to make sure you're forgiving yourself, because at the end of the day, what I've realized is us as humans, we're very unforgiving to ourselves. We're very forgiving to people. We're very forgiving to situations that happen. But then all of a sudden, when it comes to ourselves, we just become so critical, and we just become these people who don't even care, or who feel like they're very hard on themselves. You really have to make sure that in practicing self-love, you don't forget that yes, loving others is important, but at the end of the day, you can't love anybody else if you are not gonna love yourself. And the truth about it is, I've heard this thing. I was watching Blackish the other day, right? And I heard this quote. It said, hurt people hurt people. What that means is, if you are hurt, you're going to seek out to get hurt. Do you understand what I mean? You're going to seek out to hurt other people because you are hurt yourself. So really practice self-love. And a lot of times people are like, oh, people who put on makeup don't love themselves. Yes, we do love ourselves. We just do makeup because we love it. We love it. It's our hobby. And I just really want to implore you today, love yourself no matter what, because at the end of the day, nobody can love you as much as you love yourself. And I'm still doing things that are enabling me to love myself the best way I can. And I'm still even honestly learning from other people around me is literally the best thing, because I've learned, wow, there's so many different ways to love yourself. There was a time in my life where I just really was rejecting myself, and I was just feeling like, rejected by me. Can you imagine that? Imagine being in your own body and not liking yourself, you know? So after I realized, like, who you are isn't bad. Who you are is somebody who's lovable, you're funny, people love you. So you need to love yourself, because at the end of the day, I know I've said love yourself like 50 million times, but I'm just really trying to stress the importance. It's easy to accept the good things in your life if you love yourself. You know what I mean? And it's also tied into what I was saying in my other video. You kind of have to find your own happiness, because if you did not find your own happiness, then that's something that you're going to be looking for from somebody else. And when you look for it from somebody else, guess what starts to happen? You're not going to be truly happy. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I know this was like kind of like a shorter video, but I just really wanted to come on here and tell you guys that it's so important to love yourself, be confident in yourself. And yeah, I love you guys. And let me know what you feel down below, and give some tips. Let's share some nice things, let's get the positivity going. Okay guys, all right, love you, bye, hope you enjoyed.